good evening. Happy Tuesday to you. This is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated. I am known as your procrastination strategist, behavior change expert. I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and you got it. Get your dreams out of your head and into your life. Super excited to be here on today. I am just um, grateful for life, grateful for you. Today has been a really rough day, to be honest, but um, we have to continue to trust God. Today has been a day of um, praying and fasting and crying, but I know that God is yet able to do all things and he does not fail. So I trust and believe in his decisions, his way, his will, and his works. And so just have to continue to let him lead and guide us, strengthen us, and direct us, and get out of his way. So I'm grateful for you being here on tonight. Thank you all for your prayers, and I thank God. I thank God. And so I'm super excited on being here tonight. We're gonna get this party started. Um, we're gonna get this party started, and we're really gonna, we're gonna do this. we're going to do this. God is able to do all things, and I yet trust Him, and just have to keep going. So you see what the title of this live feed is, and it says that interest alone can give you energy. Interest alone can give you energy. What are you talking about, coach? If you're not interested in a thing, guess what? You're going to be sluggish. You're going to not feel like it. You're going to not want to. But if you're interested in it, when you are interested and you're desiring to do a thing, you're looking for an outcome, you're looking for an income, you're looking for a result, and you put your mind into it, your body will follow along. So many times we hear the thing that says that it's all in your head. Literally, it's in your head, because what we put here, everything else will follow. So whatever we feed, it will lead. And when we feed ourselves with words of affirmation, and when we feed ourselves with words that are positive and that are uplifting, empowering, motivating, inspiring, it just gives us the energy to do more. It gives us the energy to go out and just be great, great in our own rights, great in our own gifts, great in our own talents, great with the skills that we have. Good evening, AP. Thank you so much for joining. And so the interest all by itself can give us energy. But when we put ourselves in situations that we do not like. Good evening, Belinda. Thank you so much for joining. When we put ourselves in situations that we do not like, when we go to jobs that we do not like, when we're around people that we do not really care for. And I know some of you all don't have that problem, but everybody you around is not for you. And everybody that you are around is not pouring into you. Everybody you are around is not building you up. So you have to guard your mantle. You have to guard your anointing. You have to guard your gifts. You have to guard your talents. You have to guard your business. You have to guard yourself, because everybody you around is not for you. You have some people that is around you just to see what you're doing. You got some people that are around you to try to copy what you do, but don't worry about none of that. What I need you to do is protect. Good evening, Apostle Eric. Thank you so much for joining. What I need you to protect is your ear gate, your eye gate. I need you to protect your space, that you don't get unfocused, worried about what you don't need to be worried about. I need you to focus on what you need to focus on, because you have a work to do. You have a purpose for what you do. And we know that results will come when we do the things that's necessary. We don't want to spend all of our waking hours, all of our woke hours worrying about what somebody else is thinking and doing and how they feeling about us. But when we think about when we're interested in doing a thing, do you not feel better when you want to do something versus when you, oh my God, that's a word right there. Absolutely. Do you not feel better about doing a thing when you're interested in doing it? You didn't like, I mean, it was like, it's like a task, a easy task can become hard when you're not interested in doing it. If you're telling yourself, man, I hate I have to do this. Ooh, I don't want to do this. I can't, I just don't want. When you keep on affirming that to yourself, your body will begin to make you feel like you're tired, that you cannot complete it, that it is impossible. But when you start loving what you do, when you start being excited about what you do, when you start doing things and thinking, this is fun to do. I wish I could do this all the time. This is amazing. I am excited that I get to, and I mean, do it so to where you're not telling yourself a lie. A lot of times, the reason we don't feel like doing a thing because we didn't already talked ourselves out of it before we start. We have already talked about it based on somebody else's experience. You cannot evaluate what you like or don't like based on somebody else's experience. And you can do that even with cooking. Somebody may not like a certain thing. It might have been the way it was cooked. They even gave you a bad imagery of it because, oh, this was not good, but it was raw. Or this wasn't good, they didn't season it right. It can be all different reasons. Good evening, April. Thank you so much for joining. There could be all kinds of reasons why the food wasn't good. You can take that same food and give it to a expert or a cook or a chef or somebody that love to put some stuff together, and then you begin to think, man, I didn't know I like that. And that's the way it is with life. We don't think we like certain things in life because we haven't had the best of it. We've had the bad side of it. We've heard these money stories. We've heard these things that money is bad, and I know a lot of people, they used to say that rich people are crooks. Well, why do you want to be rich if all rich people are crooks? But that was a thing. That was a saying that we heard, and a lot of times we will repeat things that we hear and not even know why it's being said. Not even know why it's being said. Sometimes they'll call a rich person a crook when they don't know where they work. You don't have a clue what these people are doing. You don't know the sacrifice they are making. You don't know the investments they have made. You don't know how they have been away from their families, not able to make memories. They have stayed up late over in the night and got up early in the morning. They're sacrificing their Saturdays and their Sundays and their late nights and all these different sorts of types of things for a better life. But what we do, we'll sit out on the outside and look in and say that, you know what, they ain't no good. All rich people are crooks. Some rich people are hard workers that have had strategies that when they earn money, they spend less than they earn, and they begin to do some saving, and they make some investments that have made them a return. So now that they can live off their money, not have to work until they 90 or they 80 or until they 70 or until they 65. Somebody's ready at 50 because they made good choices in their 20s. We cannot wait until we're up in age and we're slowing down in our movements and our opportunities. Then we want to do everything. So I want you to know that interest will give you energy to complete the task. Sometimes we will lose our interest in a thing before us knowing about the thing. We will lose our interest in a thing. Why? Because our attention span is this quick now. If it's not quick, if it's not in a hurry, if it's not, it got to be quick. If it's not quick, but how many of you know that fast nothing ain't good? A lot of times, they used to tell us that fast money ain't good. You get it fast, you lose it fast. They had a saying for everything. And I'm not that old. You heard some of them too. Fast money is not good money. Fast money. And most of the time, in that case, if you getting money, and you're not getting it the right way, just as fast as you got it, it'll be taken away from you. It's not a thing that we got to rush through. This is a lifetime journey that along the way we get better and better. We help other people and we begin to live the life that we want. But we start off living the life that we have. When we are in our youth, we have to do what those that have authority over us tell us to do. But then when we start making our own decisions for our own life, then then we are able to do the things that are necessary. We are able to do the things that we desire. We are able to get in alignment with the things that will take us to the next level. So I want you to start thinking about the things that you got to do. Start thinking about the things you got to do. Have a different attitude on the things that you got to do, especially the stuff that I mean, as parents and as husbands and as wives and as business owners, there as employees. There are certain things you got to do whether you want to do them or not. So why not enjoy it? Hey, Nikita, good evening. Why not enjoy what you do? If you moping around, and one thing I used to tell my kids all the time, and it probably used to just get on their last nerve. I tell them, if you think woke, you'll feel woke. It's what we put in our head. Do you know that some of your sicknesses is they're in your head? You start because I mean your healing is in your head. You take a over counter cheap pill and you said because you took the pill now your head is not hurting, because you took the pill now you don't have the body ache and pain. Do you know that's up in your mind? You just took it haven't even had time to get in your system yet. So do you think that has helped you that fast? It's a lifestyle, and it's something that we have to continue to do. And if we were all doing it, we don't have to look cock-eyed and cross-eyed and be all funny with nobody because you feeling like they're living the life of their dream. Do you know what makes the difference in a person that's able to do and one that's not able to do? And it's the choices that they make every day. You choosing to sit down and watch TV, complain about your situation, feel sorry for yourself, and tell yourself how bad life is. And this same person that may have less than what you have say, I'm going to work with what I have. Never despise the beginning of small things. If I work with what I have, with where I am, I know that I can make it. That's the attitude that we have to have. But see, I think sometimes we think if we talk slow about our situation, if we talk low about our situation, and if we keep on talking about our situation, it's going to change it. But that's not going to change anything. Because I've been hearing people talking slow and low and repeating the same thing for a long time, and they're in the same situation. It requires action. It requires for us to do something different to let us know that if we want to change, that we have to take our authority back from people that we have given it to. We have to take our stance. We have to take our life back, and we have to keep our word to ourselves. We have to keep our word. How many of you are lying to yourself every day that you're going to do something different? So a man thinketh, so is he in his heart. Because, see, you cannot think positive thoughts and faith and love and patience and hope and all these different sorts of types of things and go out and be nasty. You just can't do that. You got this thing in your heart, and it's in your head, and it's gonna be in your hand, and it's gonna come out of your mouth. You gonna be. See, a lot of times when the ugly is coming at you, that's what's in you. That's why they said what's in you got to come out of you. That is what's in you. So what are we putting in us? Use what you got and more will come. Yes. You got to think, when you become interested, be interested with the little. Be interested at the beginning. Be interested early in the morning. And when you're interested early in the morning, it'll capture your attention and you will want to do more all day long. Some people ask me, do you ever sleep? How in the world? Because I'm interested in what I'm thinking about. Come on, listen. It gives me energy. People that don't have nothing to think about, they always sleepy. They always tired. Have you noticed people that get the most sleep are the tiredest people? Why? You didn't went over into another sleeping period. You oversleeping. You are oversleeping. You are oversleeping. So you got to think about. You got to think. You got to think about. You got to think about what you're thinking about. And when you are doing what you're thinking about and thinking about what you're doing, baby, it gives you energy. Progress gives me energy. When I see the steps that I'm taking, the moves that I'm making, the outcome, the income, and the impact that I'm making, it gives me energy. When you get results, you want to do more. The reason why a lot of people are not wanting to do more, why? Because you're not making the results. You're not getting the results. You will not want to continue to do something that you feel in your mind and in your pocketbook, in your bank account, your wallet, your purse that is not working. But when you put in the effort and when you see that when you see the outcome is coming through your income, and when you see that the impact is making a difference all around the world, oversleeping, that's the truth. Yes, it's the truth. You can be over in another zone sleeping and figure, I'm tired. I'm tired. And we do the same thing with broke. We do the same thing with that. We can be over with everything and under in other areas. We got to find the balance. And when we don't find the balance, something's going to fall. Something is going to fall. Something is going to spill. Something is going to waste. Something is going to not be right. We have to find the balance. And when you're interested in what you're doing, so start telling yourself, I like what I do. If you know what you do is putting food on your table, why not like it? If you find a reason why you like it, if it is enabling you to be able to keep a roof over your head, to give you transportation, clothes on your back, food on your table, a little money to do this and that, for you to be a blessing to somebody else, whatever it enables you to do, say you like it because of that. I like what I do because this allows me to do this. My job is my dream funder. It is my dream funder. Yeah, it helped pay the light bill, but it also helped me pay for some graphics sometimes. Sometimes it helped me to get some gas. Sometimes it helped me to get my feet done. So why am I going to not like a thing that is supplying what I need? You got to stop looking at your job as some enemy. It's not about all entrepreneurs because everybody is not an entrepreneur. Everybody do not know how to run a company. And if everybody's an entrepreneur, who's going to be the workers? Who's going to be, so entrepreneurship is not for everybody. But you don't have to be stuck on a job that you don't like every day. And sometimes we get so comfortable with benefits that's not really benefits that we feel like, well, there's no other options. There are options. It's the way you think about your options. It's the way you look at it. And sometimes your whole situation can change if you just hold your head up. Stop talking slow and thinking that the way you speak somebody, you got to speak with boldness and confidence, knowing who you are. Knowing who you are. Don't allow anybody to tell you that you are not who you know you are. You know who your daddy is. See, people, they'll question you. They're like, now, who was your dad? I didn't know. They may not know who your folks is, but they gonna tell you who you was raised by. And this is what kills me when people pass. I'm gonna say this. I gotta say this. When people pass, the first thing they'll say, well, that wasn't their real daddy, or that wasn't their real. Does it matter? If that is who the person say is there, whoever, does it matter because what makes it be real? What makes it be real? I know, blood is thicker than you got friends, you got strangers that will stick closer to you than somebody you was raised that you was born to and raised by and stayed with and was raised with. You got strangers that'll stick closer to you than brothers and sisters. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic for another day. But anyway, this is my point. If you're interested in what you're doing, you'll feel like it. You will feel like it. Change the way you think about it. Change the words that you speak as it relate to the thing that you do. And your day will go by so much easier. Do you know you have a longer day when you face your day with an attitude of non gratefulness. When you have an attitude of gratitude, when you have an attitude of gratitude, it just makes your whole day go by better. It goes by better. It goes by so much. It goes so much better when you're grateful. I'm grateful that I have this job. I'm grateful that I'm able to provide for my family. I'm grateful that I'm able to buy lunch or buy dinner. I'm grateful that I can pay my insurance. I'm grateful that I can be a blessing to somebody else. I am grateful. And when you start being grateful, he'll start opening up other doors. But see, a lot of times we'll complain about the opportunity that he gave us. Sometimes we're being tested where we are. I see how you're looking in this position. Why I'm gonna put you in a bigger position? I see how you're not a team player in this thing. We didn't ask you to try to get with people, work with other people, and all these things, and and you just say like, what? You say what? Um, so you're trying to figure out. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Mm-hmm. Change the way you think, and it'll change your whole environment. It'll change your environment. You can set the environment. When you think about are you a thermometer or are you a thermostat? Because see, the thermometer is just gonna measure what's already there. But when you a thermostat, you can go up in that joke and change your attitude and you can change the environment. But when you go sitting up in a place like you a thermometer, you can mess up some stuff. But you go in there as a thermostat and say, you know what, I'm gonna set the tone up in here. They might have been feeling this type of way before I got up in here, but you're not gonna be able to be up in here with me feeling like that. You gotta put something into what you want to get out. If you want to get something out of a thing, they used to say you get out of it what you put into it. That's so true. I don't care what type of situation you in. You can think about the worst situation. I was looking at today. When I woke up this morning to that news that we had lost Apostle Deborah Osaka Day. And she came down here April the 8th, 2017. And I thought about today is the 8th. I saw, all these different sorts of types of things. And I mean, I worked today and I cried today, but I looked at our pictures and I looked at our text messages. I remember back here a few months ago when my leg was swollen, she called and she prayed for me and she checked on me. And she was just an amazing woman of God. I can dwell on the loss of her, or I can dwell on how she propelled me and how she allowed the Lord to use me, how she gave me an open opportunity. How, I remember back here at January last year, drove all the way to Florida for her birthday. 15-hour drive, me and another sister. We left here on a Friday, drove all the way to Florida, left here on a Friday and came back on a Saturday. You're talking 30 hours of driving for a 4 hours event. But you know what? It was worth it. And we did that so we can be back in town and at church, at our church on Sunday. See, that's what it means. That's what I mean when I say when you're interested, you have the energy. The average person wouldn't have did that. We left on a Friday going to Jacksonville, Florida, and came back on a Saturday. I mean, literally, we got up that morning, we drove, we went to the event, we went to sleep, got on the road, bam, and at church on Sunday morning. The average person wouldn't do that. What would we do? I'm tired. I can't make it to church. I need to take off Monday. I got to do this. No, you got to put it up in your mind. Now, I know we need rest, but you got to put it up in your mind you can do it. A lot of us will talk ourselves out of things before we even start doing it. Before you start doing it. Before you start doing it. We'll say, I can't do it. It's too hard. How you know it's hard? What was hard to one person may not be hard for you. What was hard to that person, it may be easy for you. But you don't know if you don't try. And you don't look at the way other people work and determine what you can do. You know what I look at? If they can do it, I can do it. And they can be anybody. Because I know that God is no respecter of person. And he didn't give them nothing that he didn't give me. He gave us all an opportunity to at least try. And see, a lot of us, we will lose out because we don't try. We don't try. We got to try. And you start trying in your mind. You start trying with your thoughts. See, you got to think about doing a thing before you ever physically do a thing to say, I can do this. That's relationship. Teach us. Yes, you can do it. You can do it. I don't care what it is that I have to do. I'm going to get it done. I am going to get it done. I'm going to get it done. I love a challenge. I love a challenge. I am going to get the thing done. Look, I'm not going to stay on here long. But look, if you're interested, you'll get the energy to do it. If you're dreading doing it, that's going to be one of the hardest tasks that you got. You kicking and fighting and falling all out and hating that you got to get up in the morning, and you TGIFing and you thanking God that it's Friday and you're feeling like it's a miserable Monday. Every day should be a great day. Every day should be a day of excitement and fun, and you're looking forward to what the day is going to bring because you know what you're going to bring to the day. So if you are interested in what you're doing, you would have the energy to do it. You would have the energy to do it. Faith without works, oh, she dead. She is dead. She is dead. But when you apply your mind, the energy, it'll come. It will come. So look, I'm getting ready to get out of here. If you're new to me, this is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated. I am known as your procrastination strategist, behavior change expert, where I help you to build unshakable confidence. Stop procrastinating and get your dreams out of your head into your life. Love you too, Apostle Eric. Good night. Get your dreams out of your head into your life. It's time to live the life of your dreams. Stop procrastinating. Stop making excuses. It's your time, even in the midst of COVID. I'll talk to you later.